The fall of Atahualpa, the year was 1532, and the highlands of the Andes carried a tense, brittle silence. The Inca Empire, an expanse of stone roads, golden temples, and mountain fortresses, had been weakened by something far more corrosive than foreign swords. A war between brothers. Atahualpa, the younger, had emerged victorious, his half-brother taken prisoner. But peace had not yet settled. It was only a thin crust over boiling waters. Into this fragile moment stepped strangers from across the sea: Francisco Pizarro and his band of less than 200 Spaniards. They came not as merchants, nor as guests, but with a strange mixture of confidence and hunger. They had crossed deserts, jungles, and months of ocean to reach this kingdom in the clouds. And they brought with them steel that flashed like no Inca weapon, beasts that breathed steam and snorted fire, and a faith as sharp as their blades. Atahualpa agreed to meet them in the town of Cajamarca. It was a trap, though he could not yet see it. His army numbered in the tens of thousands, but his soldiers were unarmed, a day an expression of confidence, or perhaps of underestimation. He sat in a litter carried high above the ground, draped in fine cloth, gold ornaments glittering against his skin, a living embodiment of divine power. The plaza where they met was quiet at first. Pizarro's men stood in shadow, the clink of armor muffled under the beating of their own hearts. Then, from the Spanish side, a friar approached Atahualpa, holding up a strange object, a Bible, and speaking of a single God, of submission to the King of Spain. Atahualpa, curious but unimpressed, took the book in his hands, turned its pages, and then let it fall to the ground. That single motion, quiet, unhurried, was the signal. Muskets cracked, horses charged. Steel cut through unarmored flesh. The air filled with screams and smoke. It was not a battle. It was a slaughter. Thousands of Incas fell where they stood, cut down before they could even raise a defense. Through the chaos, Pizarro himself reached the royal litter. Atahualpa was seized, pulled down from the shoulders of his bearers. The emperor, who had commanded a world, now stood surrounded by men whose names he had not known that morning. The sun dipped lower in the sky, casting long shadows over the blood-slick stones of Cajamarca. In the weeks that followed, Atahualpa was held captive. He offered a ransom that would make him, in Spanish eyes, the most valuable prisoner in history. Enough gold to fill a room from floor to ceiling, and twice as much silver. The treasure came melted from sacred statues, stripped from temple walls, but it did not buy his life. In August of 1533, Atahualpa was led to the square. Bound, he faced a choice: die by burning, or accept baptism and the noose. He chose the rope. That night, the Inca Empire lost its emperor, and the long unraveling of a civilization began.